Hey there, Clashers, I'm back, and I'm bringing something a little bit different this time. We've got a open season no dip league match here with Orions Nebula, and basically these are just matches that go on in between the seasons of no dip league. Season 2 is going to be kicking off here very shortly, I believe, sometime in early to mid-November. But in the meantime, let's take a look at this match that just ended with Orions Nebula. Now, of course, I'm over here. These guys are part of the 50 Spartans family. So we should be seeing a little more of these guys on this channel. And just like in 50 Spartans, they've got a lot of talented people. Now, they did just barely lose this war against their Chinese opponent here. 77 to 78, missing by 1 star. They did have the percentage if they were to have tied. They had 91.9 versus 91.3, so extremely close war here. Nice effort by Orions Nebula. Let's jump into some of these attacks. Now, of course, these attacks were very good across the board. I had to try and pick out ones to show, so I went with ones that had a bit of a more unique composition, trying to pick out ones that you don't quite see as often. So we're going to kick things off here at number 27. And we've got Sarge Eel coming in here with a Goho, but the thing that's interesting about this Goho is he starts off with a Golem walk. So the Golem comes down, he's got the 2 healers on it, Wizard's backing it up, and those healers are going to help that Golem tank for much longer than it would without the healers. So the Golem moves up, the Wizards are there helping push through that Tesla farm. The King is engaging the enemy King, and he's eventually going to move up and take on the enemy Queen. So there he goes, he hops the wall, he's going to take her out and then hop back out. And the Golem has actually split into Golemites, but the healer is still keeping them alive and pushing them along. So Hog Riders coming in from the northwest side of the base. Notice the enemy CC had a Lava Hound in it, and it's just going to follow the Hogs as they go around and take out all these defenses. Now on the other side, the Queen has decided to bounce out and kind of go along the southeast side up towards the east, and that works out pretty well. A whole bunch of skeleton traps just popped here. 1 poison's going to get them handled pretty easily though. So down they go. They're going to find a couple more giant bombs in here, but it's a little too late for this base. Just a couple of defenses left. Double giant bomb takes out some hogs, and look, the Golemites are still alive in the center of this base, and at full health. So a very effective way for 1 Golem to do a whole lot of tanking. So now he's got all these Hog Riders left over to clean up. The Archer Queen was never touched. She's at full health. Still has her ability. And over here he's got some Wizards and Archers doing cleanup. We're going to speed up the rest of this. This was very nicely done by Sarge Eel, picking up that 3 star. Alright, now we're going to move up to number 25, and we've got Crowner coming in. And he's got a very interesting army here. He's got a Queen Walk with Valks and a P.E.K.K.A. You don't often see the P.E.K.K.A. used in war attacks, so we're going to take a look at this one. So he's starting off with a little bit of a funnel here. He wants to make sure that his Queen Walk goes from south to east rather than south to west. So there's the Queen. The healers are going to come in there and then keep her pushing through. On the other side, he's got a baby dragon and some Wizards doing some funneling over there. Now we're going to speed this up a little bit. The Queen, she's pushing her way through, getting healed up to full health. 1 more Wizard comes down to push through the funnel there on that side of the base. Enemy CC comes out. The poison's going to take care of the Witch as the Queen kills the dragon. And then in comes the P.E.K.K.A., Valkyries, King, and Bowlers. So a whole lot of ground troops coming in all at once. Finds a giant bomb pretty early on, but the healers, they're going to heal everything back up to full health. And look at the Valkyries, they're just moving right on through this base, taking out everything they come in contact with. Now the enemy Queen's going to aggro and actually pull the Valks and P.E.K.K.A. into that compartment, so they're almost all the way through to the back side of the base here. Poison comes down to slow that Queen down while they finish working through those walls. Now the Queen is down. And basically the only thing to worry about now is the little Tesla farm, and there are just way too many troops on the field for that to even be an issue. Both heroes still have their abilities. Healers are still up, down to 1 at this point, but still doing fairly well. The Queen is going to use her ability, I believe. Actually, I don't think she needed to. No, the Queen survives without using her ability there. And the P.E.K.K.A. is also still at full health. So basically, Crowner overwhelmed this base with ground troops and was able to take it out pretty efficiently. The Baby Dragon's still doing cleanup down here. Just 1 Tesla left, and the P.E.K.K.A. tanks while the archers take it out. So nicely done picking up that 3-star. Now we're taking a look at number 24. And we've got AC coming in with HGHV. Now this isn't really a unique strategy as much as it is an uncommon strategy. It's not something we see a whole lot of anymore, but when we do see it, it's pretty cool to watch. Of course the Giants come in, and then the healers right behind them. Wizards are going to make that funnel so that the heroes and the bowlers follow the Giants into the base. So the funnel is established now. And here come the heroes right behind. There they go. King down, Queen down. And of course the Giants, they punch their way through the wall. Healers are keeping them nice and healthy. The Baby Dragon is about to go down. There it goes. And now the enemy Queen is down as well. So the bowlers, they're going to keep following in for the most part. He does have a couple of them walk in each direction. But he's got the King following the Giants in. And he's got a Baby Dragon on the inside of the base as well, which is pretty interesting. It's actually going to get quite a bit of value as it takes down that Wizard Tower there. So the bowlers under rage, they're getting some of these taken care of. They're taking out the enemy King too. So the enemy King is down. Archer Queen doing some work around the outside there. The Giants, they're continuing their push just straight through the middle of the base here. Unfortunately, the healers are in a bit of trouble. They don't have the bowlers taking care of the air defense like they should. So they're being taken out one at a time. But he still has his Hog Riders, and he just now put the Hog Riders on the base. So most of this base is already taken care of before the Hog Riders even come in. Now I've still got 2 more Hogs and a heal spell in the bag. Of course, he's going to save that for the Wizard Tower over here. So there it is. Hog Riders move in, get nice and healthy. A poison spell is even still in the bag for those pesky skeleton traps. So there it goes. Last of the defenses is going down, and now it's just a matter of cleanup. So he's got some wizards on this side over here. Of course, he's got the Bowler's King, and that's a wrap for this base. Very nicely done by AC of Orions Nebula. Alright, and the last Town Hall 9 attack we're going to show is from the Scorpion. Now we're just going to take a quick pause on this. Of course, the Scorpion never disappoints with these attacks, so we're going to take a quick look at what he's got. And what he's got is a Queen Walk Dragaloon. So notice he also has 3 lightnings and a max earthquake. And he's going to be taking out the 2 air defenses in the middle. He's going to use the Queen Walk to take out this air defense. And then he's got a Lava Hound in the CC to take care of that last defense. So we're going to watch here how this all plays out. So he's able to successfully take out both of those air defenses. Plus he got quite a bit of damage onto that Expo. So the dragons, they're not going to have any issues at all pushing right on through there. So the Queen Walk's going on right there. That first dragon that came down funneled to make sure that Queen went in the right direction. He's got some of the balloons on the field. They're going to move in with the dragons. And he's got a rage spell down. Poison for the enemy CC and the enemy Queen. They're going to get taken care of fairly quickly, as the dragons, they're still in the rage there. The King is taking on the King. No match. King goes down, and his King's able to keep on pushing through with his ability. So the Queen's getting close to this air defense, and now he's got his Lava Hound on the field for the final air defense at the south. No spells left, but really no spells needed. The only thing left to hurt the dragons is the Expo and a couple of archer towers over here. But these archer towers are already being targeted, and there are a lot of balloons on their way to the expo. So the Lava Hound tanks as the balloons move in, and they're going to make quick work of that expo. Last archer tower goes down. Queen's over here on cleanup. King is down here on cleanup. Very nicely done by the Scorpion of Orion's Nebula. Now we do have a 10v10 triple in this war that I want to show. And in this 10v10 triple we've got Jug coming in, and it's going to be another dragon attack. So he's got some minions down to start out, and wizards, doing a little bit of funneling work there. And up here he's got the queen and another wizard. So they're going after these air defenses up here in the north, and he's going to be sending the bowlers in after these air defenses in the south. A couple of giants to help distract as the queen, she makes her way down towards the air defenses. And now that the funnel is pretty much established here, he's going to send in some of the bowlers as well. So the queen's being targeted by the expo, but she's going to step up and start taking out the first of the air defenses. The king is down and he's tanking for the bowlers as they actually move in and take out that air defense. And he's able to skip off of the cannon and take out both air defenses. So huge value out of the bowlers down there, and a huge value out of the queen in the north. Now here come the dragons since all of the air defenses are down, and notice not a single spell was used on either parts of the kill squad. So he's got a heal, 4 rages, and 2 hastes, all for the dragons. And of course he's got a couple of balloons with them as well. So the balloons are going to zoom on in there, take out that Inferno Tower, which really isn't a big deal for dragons on multi-target. The sweepers being a little bit of a pain there, pushing the dragons back as they try and make their way in. But another rage spell is going to make that not an issue. So they're going to move up. That sweeper is down, so now they have no sweeper to worry about. And once these dragons take care of the king here, they can move up and join the rest in taking out the core of the base, as well as the enemy queen. So the queen goes down. All of the high HP buildings in the core are down. He's got a few more storages on the backside. The last expo just went down, so the only few point defenses are the archer towers. And he utilizes a haste spell and some balloons to get one of those taken care of, while the dragons take care of the other. Now there's nothing on this base that can take these dragons out. So very nicely done 10v10 triple by Jug. And that's all I'm going to show out of this war. Tried to keep this recap short and sweet for you guys. Of course, I could have spent a lot more time showing replays from these attacks, but we're going to wait and see what the next one holds. In the meantime, if you like this video and want to see more Clash of Clans content from me, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.